Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so daily chart. It's a situation where there's a couple things going on here at one time. The upper band ride is preserved. You can see it's touched the upper band there. However, we did a lower high versus yesterday's high. I'm not super impressed with the lower high versus yesterday's high because it didn't really challenge the weekly pivot. Down here at 37.5, the dip buyers came in again, and all they did was take it up 10 handles from there. So this is something that we've seen in the past on Mondays, and we could see it again today. But unless the bears really, absent news, unless they can conquer the weekly pivot probably today, Wednesday at noon, the latest, the absolute latest, then there's no reason that we shouldn't expect what we have seen week after week after week, which is slow upward directional pricing Wednesday through Friday. That tends to be the way that it has played out in the past, and there's no reason to think that it wouldn't continue to do so this week. The bears certainly did nothing down on 25.39 to suggest otherwise. And until they can follow through on a move, the dip buyers are going to continue to take consistent advantage of them. And, you're going to see this tilt upward market. So as we head into today, retesting this area is not unheard of. Certainly retesting 43s is not unheard of either. The bulls are going to have to defend those areas. They're going to have to defend the daily pivot, and they're going to have to make a higher high today because you can see you've got a potential double top here in the 50s. That's what precipitated the move down yesterday. The issue becomes when we get down here, there's just no follow through. They can't do anything with it. So for me, a lot of it is going to have to do with the opening rotation and the opening high or low, and how both sides react to that. And a lot of what I'm going to be looking at today in the opening rotation and the opening turn is the stuff that we're going to talk about tomorrow. We're doing our webinar tomorrow instead of today. It's set for tomorrow, 4:15 p.m. Me and Tony and maybe Jack talking about the trading the opening rotation. We're going to talk about Globex versus regular trading hours. We're going to talk about how the ES likes to open, how the NQ likes to trade, and some of the things that we look for, some of the decision points that we look for in the first hour to hour and a half of trading, which for me is really the meat of where the E-mini makes its decisions that impact the rest of the day. So I hope you guys can join us there. So let's watch the potential double top on the upside. Let's watch the daily pivot on the downside, certainly yesterday's lows. They're going to have to print 56 or 57 in order to maintain the upper band ride, and the bulls would want to do that today. In order to do that, they're going to have to make not just a marginal higher high, they're going to have to really make another new high, and in doing that, that's probably going to take the weekly pivot off the table through the rest of this week. And that's the danger of testing that area in the first couple of days and then having it fall by the wayside. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. I will catch everybody for the midday update. Talk to you then. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade 'em well.